Hi, I thought today I'd have a quick look at the windows and how I fitted them. What I've gone for is this bonded mirror glass type of window. There's a quick shot on that side. I'll just move around the other side and show you that one. I've just gone for the windows behind the cab like that, basically because I go for sort of some of the semi-stealth camping sometime, maybe park up in urban area or a car park, and the idea is to make the van blend in as much as possible. So I haven't gone for any go faster motor caravan logos or anything like that. I just try to make it look as sort of natural as possible, so there's not much to give away that there's anybody inside the van. So these windows were actually fitted by a firm down in Poole, actually, in Dorset. I think it's AA Autoglass or AA windscreens, and I'll put the web link up for you in the little title video comments later, so that you've got that address. But they're pretty good. I could have fitted these myself, but got a very good price for actually tinting them, which I wouldn't have been so good at, and also fitting as well. It was an all-in price, so I thought I'd take that. But basically the procedure for these bonded windows is you would cut a hole out in the panel using a jigsaw, like I did for the roof lights, putting tape on the outside of the line here so that the foot plate of the jigsaw doesn't damage your paintwork, and you cut your panel out, and these bonded ones actually just stick straight into the gap, straight into the hole. You've got the very dark black around the outside here, which actually hides all the glue. So they're actually 80% light blockers, these 20%, 80%. I've got curtains behind them, and that's sort of a view. When you've got a light inside, it really, you can see it quite well through the curtains. But when the curtains are actually up against the window, they're drawn, you really don't see anything at all inside. It's just like a mirror effect. These are fleece curtains which black out the light as well. So basically, if I just move that up there, you can see there's the metal, the hole, there's the cut line down there. These just fit straight into the panel. I've used a swish curtain track there. A bit difficult to see, I think, but that's maybe a better view of it. Swish curtain track, and these are just normal sort of swish sliders. So the curtain here can either go that way, or I can open it this way. This particular window here, I've got a little top opening panel there, so it's quite versatile. And this one also has permanent ventilation. There's a couple of little holes here which give you permanent ventilation, which is something caravan sites look out for sometimes. If you just turn up in the van, they say they can't let you on site. It's a safety feature, no ventilation. But if you've got proper windows like this, then obviously you've got that one. This one on this side is pretty much the same sort of thing. I'll just draw that back there. There's one slightly funny feature about this, in that this partition for the toilet actually intersects the window, so there's a little bit of the window behind that. I'm not going to use that. It's not much. It's sort of about maybe 150 millimeters, 6 inches of window behind that. But that's just the way the partition came. I put a bit black toweling down the edge there, so from the outside you can't really see that there's a partition there because of the the black tint on the window, and of course the black material behind it. The partition can't be seen. I made this little sort of valance ruffle thing, just basically fixed this to a piece of wood, staple gunned it on, same material as I made the curtains out of, which is the double fleece material. And again, this window, this curtain here opens. There's my TV in the way there, so probably can still see there in the corner. Basically it opens from either side, so quite often when I'm camping I just keep these curtains closed. The roof light provides enough light in this area. I can open these curtains to the 3 big windows in the cab. The lounge is quite well supplied with light. So that's just a quick overview of how my windows were fitted in. Just shut that one. You can see with that curtain in place, there's basically no sign of that light at all behind. It really is, although you can see it's still on in there, it really is just complete blackout on those windows, which is great for the stealth camping concept. So as I said, these windows were bonded. There's basically 3 types you can get. Bonded, which are like almost factory fit standard nowadays. There's another type, the rubber windows, where you have, the cab windows are done like that. You have a rubber around it. Most car windscreens and car windows are done like this. And certainly on the older models, the bonded ones are coming in more and more now. That's the second type, the rubber around the edge. And the third type is the sights or seats windows. I don't know how you say it, but those actually come as a unit with the fly screens and the blinds, and they're like plastic, and you just cut a hole in the panel, fit those ones in, and you have to frame up the panel behind for those sights fitted ones, a bit like the way I did the roof light on another video. You've seen how I put the wood framing behind the panel. The good thing about the bonded ones and the rubber strip mounted ones is you don't need to frame up. The other thing about the sights windows is that sometimes they really look a little bit small. The great thing about these bonded windows is it fills the whole panel up. So it looks like original factory fit, quite neat. Whereas some of the sights ones, you know, you've probably seen these, they have a little hole, maybe sort of that size. I'm drawing in the dirt there because it's been so snowy recently that the pressure washer thing at the Tesco's isn't working. I'm going to get the van cleaned soon. But basically, as you can see, that little window I've drawn there, you cut a hole and then the one fits in there, but you've got so much white metal round it, it just screams to me sort of aftermarket conversion somehow. So that's why I preferred the bonded ones. I mean, it's a matter of personal choice. The sights ones are nice as well because you've got all of the fly screens and integral blinds and everything to go with them. So pay some money and takes your choice on that one really, but I do prefer these sort of mirror glass bonded ones. The other thing about the tinting on these, the Volkswagens and some of the Fiats, you can get mirror glass, you can buy them off the shelf, but unfortunately the Movanos and the Renault Masters are not quite so often converted, so they didn't make 80% black glass windows for mine, so I actually had to get the windows and get them tinted. But as I said, I got that done professionally, because I mean, you can do tinting yourself, but it's quite a technique to get all of the bubbles out of the behind the film and put it on without tearing or wrinkling. So I left that to an expert. I mean, I've tried it before and I've not done too bad, but it just wasn't the sort of professional job that I wanted, so that's why I went down that course for this particular van. So well, I hope that's been useful on the Windows aspect. So I'll be showing you, seeing you for another video shortly, and that's going to be on the 240 volt electrics. There's my 240 volt hookup, looking a bit dirty again, but that will be the next instalment of 240 volt electrics. So until then, I'll see you later.